President Moon has called on Japan to drop its new trade restrictions against Korea in his first public remarks on the matter. He stressed the need to settle the dispute through negotiations.
The president also said he will spare no effort to support Korean companies that will be affected. We begin with our Park Ki-jun, who is at the top office for us tonight.
President Moon Jae-in has demanded that Japan calls off its latest trade restrictions in his first public remarks since the announcement of the export curbs.
일본 측의 조치 철회와 양국 간의 성의 있는 협의를 촉구합니다. 무역은 공동 번영의 도구여야 한다는 국제사회의 믿음과 일본이 늘 주창해온 자유무역의 원칙으로 되돌아가기를 바랍니다.
President Moon's meeting with his top aides on Monday comes at a time of troubled bilateral relations stemming from Japan's new set of export controls on key materials bound for South Korea for making chips and smartphone displays. President Moon said he will try to resolve the dispute calmly in a diplomatic manner, but he made it clear that he will not stand back while Korean companies suffer the consequences. He promised to draw up short-term solutions to minimize the damage while working to remove the deep-rooted structural economic vulnerabilities in the long term.
전례 없는 비상황 상황에 무엇보다 중요한 것은 정부와 경제계가 긴밀하게 소통하고 협력하는 것입니다. 청와대와 관련 부처 모두가 나서 상황 변화에 따른 해당 기업들의 애로를 직접 듣고 해결 방안을 함께 논의하며 필요한 지원을 아끼지 말아야 할 것입니다.
And to do that, President Moon is planning a meeting with the executives of 30 major South Korean companies on Wednesday. Taking the lead in dealing with the issue, the president is expected to exchange ideas on possible solutions. And learning from the bilateral trade dispute, President Moon says he will use this lesson to solve these structural issues in the Korean economy. He emphasized on the need to improve the quality of Korean-made components, which should lessen South Korea's dependence on imports. Park Ki-jun, Arirang News.